Días, señoritas. Buenos días, señoritas. Hello, good evening. So, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we've got a StreamYard, and I totally forgot from what I did in the past, the things that we could do with this. So, last night, hello everyone. Hi Charlie. Hi Says. Last night I was sent a video of myself. Some of you might remember, some of you might not, but a few years ago I decided, if I'm not clear, if you can't hear me properly or can't see me properly, let me know. But yeah, so a few years ago I decided to go undercover with the Labour canvassing in an area not far from me, because I found out that Labour were going to be canvassing Southampton. So I decided to go undercover and to see what they were about. The reason this is so important is because I believe that we're at a pinnacle point within our country at the moment, where we have a general election coming up, and it's important that people understand what Labour are and who they're actually for, and what serious trouble we would be in if it came to a point where they were in power. So there's a couple of things that I want to show you. There'll be some people that have probably seen this video, but I think it'd be worth watching it, because I found it amusing last night, but actually then I realised how serious some of the stuff that they were saying. So there is a funny element to this, but there is also a very serious element to this, where some of the senior canvassers for Labour in the area that I live in, some of the stuff that they were saying about Hamas, some of the stuff they were saying was just incredible. And the relevance of it was quite important in recent times. So I want to, some of you might have already seen it, but I think I want to watch it. I want you guys to watch it again. There's a funny element to it, but there's also a very serious element. I want you to listen. It's about I think about 7 minute video. I want you to listen to what towards the end of the video, you'll hear I try and discuss with senior members of the canvassing team what to do when on the doorstep, because this is what I can't find the video where I was actually on a doorstep. So funny, it really was, where people were actually mentioning the fact about Hamas and Jeremy Corbyn, and I asked the senior canvassers, what do I say when people on the doors say this about Jeremy? So I want to bring this in. It is a funny watch, but again, there's a serious element to it. So let me bring this up.
From the 2019 general election, when Keir Starmer and Owen Jones met a mystery supporter.
Live on YouTube, say hello. Of course you can, yeah. You're on YouTube, say hello. Oh, hello. Vote Labour.
Vote Labour. I'm not very good at this.
Oh, you look like an expert. This is great, there's so many people here.
This is
Owen. So we're at the Labour canvassing. Just Owen Jones is here, and we've got Keir Starmer. It's got Owen there, look, Owen Jones there. We're all canvassing for Labour, and today's going to be great. Oh, where's Keir?
Yeah, I got some little video.
It's going to be the new secretary for
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, right, I might see you in a minute. Okay.
the new the secretaries is going to be.
Go get your coat. All right. And it might be identified.
Vote Labour! So we're at the Labour conference, Labour canvassing. Been door knocking with the Labour. Been great. So, you know Keir Starmer? You recognise him from the television? He's a great guy. Great guy. So we're just waiting to go back out canvassing. Keir's just talking to someone at the moment. Are we going to win? We're going to win.
We are going
to win.
We believe we can win.
We believe it.
We deserve it.
We
the
deserve
working
it.
people deserve better.
We do.
Minimum wage is rubbish.
It's rubbish.
It ought to be £10.
£10.
Save our NHS.
£15. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Boris off it. Tell him. Where do we say? Boris off the.
Boris, sorry, but you've got nothing to offer
Nothing.
the many people in this country.
That's
You're
right.
only pledging 20.5 billion to the NHS.
It's not enough.
3.4%. No, mate, it's not enough.
No.
We are sick of you and your
Vote.
promises that fall.
Who should they vote for? Together.
Oh, what
Vote.
this country needs. Vote.
Labour.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I've gone a bit.
That's all right. That's all right. There's our new, going to be our secretary, Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer's there. So we're going out canvassing with the Labour Party. We've been out this morning. Spoke to so many people. So yeah, just going to get a picture of Owen Jones before we go. Oh, we in. And there he is. There he is. Owen. Just show Owen, look.
Well done, by the way.
There's Owen. Vote Labour.
Well done, by the way.
Can't believe he's actually come to Southampton. He's come to Southampton. Simon is the one we're going to be voting for. Let me show you. Vote Labour, Simon.
Keir Starmer.
Here he is.
Finally paid.
He's talking about his granddad. He's talking about his granddad.
I know there's a Southampton Portsmouth rivalry. Like, I always
It's big.
I always avoid I think it's representative. Yeah, it's like, oh, let's do it. Yeah. Well done, by the way.
Vote Labour.
And thank you for everything you do for the project. Oh, yes, yeah, let me talk. I'll come back. I promise to you. I'll just...
So, we've been out with Labour this morning. Last one. Let's try and get a hug from Owen Jones. Quick picture of Owen before I go. Just speaking at the moment. So I've been out canvassing this morning with Labour. I've got some great stuff to show you. Mighty brilliant. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I've got lots to show you. Obviously, I'll wait until the end.
Sorry, guys. He's a Danny, innit? Well done, mate. Well done. I just realized it was him.
Because obviously there's going to say hello.
Filming things.
Yeah.
Oh, you filming me?
Oh, I'm just filming.
Right.
What, vote Labour?
Vote Labour.
Vote Labour. Oh.
Although I don't actually like being filmed.
Oh, you came in the shop?
Oh, right. I thought you were filming that way.
No, I'm talking to what they call it, YouTube.
YouTube?
Just talking to YouTube about Labour, yeah.
Right,
just talking about Labour. So I didn't mean to get you in the picture.
Right.
Apologise.
Edit that out or whatever?
I could edit that out, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I'm quite good at computering and that, so I'll get that out.
Right, cool.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't realise. I
That's
wouldn't have
all right.
otherwise done it. I thought you were
No
filming
problem.
Keir Starmer.
No, I was. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, I'll get it out though, yeah. Oh, don't be silly, you're all right. Just wait for Owen. Just wait for Owen.
Unbelievable. How much he was ashamed to be seen in a Labour meeting or the election. Why is she so shameful if she's so proud of this party? If me, I would be, no, I would be pleased to be seen with around the people who I believe they're doing a good, right things for my country. I think everybody, most people, especially if you're involved in a politics, this is a part of the job to be in front of the cameras. But there is currently some of them don't want to associate themselves with the Labour, but they are there in election day. What they was doing? What was their mission? Ooh, why?
Bear mat.
How are you doing, boys? Thanks for coming along today.
Oh, yes, thank you.
My boy's 11. My boy's 11. And he wouldn't come out with it.
Just waiting for Owen to finish talking to someone so I can get a picture. Just a quick hello, Owen, just a quick hello. Oh, he's ignoring me.
Yeah, mate, well, it's all about
Fist pump.
Honey, don't tell me they didn't recognize, man. What the hell? Your voice is that if somebody listened to you only once, probably would recognize you. You got beautiful, special manner of the speech. I mean, it's very catching, I have to say. Yeah. And if somebody ever listened to you, they would knew because this is a wise because look, you don't look like yourself here. But this is how I find out what are you. When you said in the beginning I was undercover, I wasn't expecting you was a journalist undercover. I thought you was just inside. All right, let's carry on. He's really funny, bro.
Can I have a fist pump? Owen, can I have a fist pump?
Yes, come on.
Yeah, vote Labour. I love Labour. Love Labour. So, could I? Excuse me. Sorry, just about to go back out again. And there's a couple of things I wanted to ask you. It's my first time. I keep getting this. They keep saying about obviously the Hamas thing and stuff. What can I say? Because I want to be able to answer it. Because a lot of people ask me. Well, Jeremy Corbyn said that he support Hamas and they were friends. I mean, I don't really know anything about that. But I mean,
What he wants to do, he wants the only way. All you can really say is. What he wants to do is he wants to get the peace process going. And by doing that, you've got to bring both sides together.
They say they're terrorists. Trying to say they're terrorists. Hamas. I thought they were the governing body.
Hamas, yeah, they're like a political movement.
Okay. So they're political. They're not terrorists. Then.
And they represent the Palestinian people.
Yeah. So I could just say that they're political. They're a political group.
Put it this way, you can't have peace with just one side.
No. So I could say no.
It's like it's the same as Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
It ended up where you had Ian Paisley and Jerry Adams.
Yeah.
Was the guy, the head of Sinn Féin now.
That guy, yeah. So he's not actually friends.
Remember, that was in 2019. And This even was not even close. Can you imagine how they feel now? Oh my God, this is a year, so nobody was doubting about the Hamas are the nastiest people, terrorists. Nobody had a doubt those years, but I didn't know that was actually in one of the British, one of the main parties had the views like this. How come? If you say the terrorist is a prescribed terrorist organization in United Kingdom and the leader of the party wants to talk to them and they says it could be the political group. Excuse me, I don't understand. Okay, Danny, let's carry on. So to be honest, I never saw that could ever can happen in United Kingdom. I have to say, I have to admit, I didn't know. Wow. Wow.
He's a mediator.
Yeah.
He's a peace
Yeah.
negotiator. Jeremy Corbyn won. I think it was in 2017.
Yeah.
He won the Gandhi Peace Prize.
Oh, so it's peaceful.
Right.
It's peaceful.
So
Tell
if
them.
you look up
Yeah.
the Gandhi Foundation
Yeah.
Peace Prize,
Yeah.
it's similar to a Nobel Prize for Peace.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. So, you heard it yourselves. Hamas is a political group, not a terrorist group who kill people. You heard it here first. Okay? These are my Labour friends. Labour friends. Where's the man? Oh, sorry.
Well done, bro. He's going with stick eye on him later.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah. Just going to ask a couple of questions. God, you know what? I just asking. In the last few doors that I did, they said to me something to do with Jeremy and someone called Hamas. Now I'm just trying to work out what do I say to people if they say that to me about Jeremy Corbyn and Hamas. What's the best? Is it because from my understanding, Hamas is a political movement? Is that right?
Yes.
So they're not terrorists, are they?
No.
No. So why are people saying that?
Because we have a very biased media.
Okay. So if they say about Hamas and terrorists.
Excuse me. That means it's not. I thought it was only one. And we can't see the faces of these people. But I assume somebody who knows them well, by the voice, you can recognize them, right? I don't know much about the British. I know a lot about Britain. I've lived here for the last 20 years, but I don't know actually the names of some political leaders inside the party. Maybe even many born British people don't know the names. So, but I am shocked. I'm shocked. I really saw those years. If I say outside somewhere, I support Hamas, I would be arrested. And in here, I can hear there is actually political. Oh my God.
So.
So you get the gist of it. So for anyone that's just joined in and wondering what the hell that was about, a couple of years ago, I decided to go undercover with Labour. They were down the road from where I live, and I thought it'd be funny to put a hat on, a wig on, some glasses, and to go undercover with their canvassing operation. The funny side of that, yeah, it's very funny. But the serious side is that those individuals that I was talking to, I made sure that I spoke and stopped the people that were sort of at the top of the canvassing ladder. the ones that were directing the lower levels of people to go out and canvass. And the things you heard there is things like, no, Hamas is a political group, they're not terrorists. So you've got to understand, Labour canvassers, if on the doors, I mean, this question came up many, many a times when I was out.
You know, I don't know if you can say about everybody. No, 100% not. But you know what worries me? That these people was not hiding. They could openly speak with somebody they see first time. Doesn't matter he had a label sticker or any sticker. Even they thought he's from their own one. So what does that mean? The inside the party is conversations are about the stuff. Wow. I don't. Well, let's listen. Maybe I go wrong.
Out there talking about Hamas, Jeremy Corbyn, the connection to Hamas, and the Labour canvassers, the senior Labour canvassers, were telling me as a canvasser that no, Hamas was not a terrorist group. They don't kill people, and that they're a political group. So it just shows you. I mean, the insight into that is how dangerous it would be for this country, considering the Palestinian protest, the Hamas element to these protests that we're seeing, how dangerous it is for our country. Can you imagine if those...
I have to say now one thing, yeah. I don't want to go up again political because, as you know, guys, there is elections in 1 month, and something Danny just took something, whatever he said, he had from the 2019, and they decided to put that today, right? Look, I have to say, I don't like who I have, but I know that in the Labour Party there is a lots of decent people who will go ballistic about this too. But then I don't understand how come these people was that openly speaking to Danny about all this. I'm puzzled, right? I'm puzzled. But I have to say that, yeah, this video was put up for reason because the election. So, guys, whoever's watching, make sure you know this. But the fact that happened is another problem. You know, it's not the guy's no lying, he's showing, right? I'm not sure. Wow.
those people were in charge of this country, those people were the ones that were putting policies in. I mean, it's insane to think that in just under 2 months, that those people could be the ones in power in this country. Very, very scary time. So yeah, it was. Listen, it was a bit of fun. It became very serious in the end. I think I got some great footage there. I did towards the end of that video, which wasn't on that part, is I took off the whole shebang and I walked up to Owen Jones, and his face just dropped, because I don't know if other people have seen. I've got Owen Jones a few times. I got him at Trafalgar Square. I pretended to be a French supporter of his, and a few of you might have seen it. That's another comedy one for another day. So there's another video that I want to go on to. This one is probably the most serious one. I mean, considering what we've just seen, considering there's a more serious one, it must be quite bad. Some of you may have seen, some of you might have not seen Angela Rayner. She is an MP for the Labour Party, a very prominent, calls herself the working class woman of the Labour Party because she came from a working class background and made her way up into the ranks of the Labour Party. I want to show you a video which was leaked, probably not leaked, but videoed and been shared on social media quite a bit over the last few days. And when I saw it, I thought, wow, we're in serious, serious trouble. Anyway, let me show you this video and then we'll start getting your thoughts on it in the comments. Let me just mute.
After me, and I was there to be with you. We've gone through some difficult times. You know, we had the tragic situation outside the mosque where the young lad was killed. You know, we've had difficulties. We've had people like Nigel Farage on the TV today stirring up division, and we've got the same again that's happening now. In 2019, it was a very difficult year in Ashton. My voters were very upset with the Labour Party. I was with you, and you saw me over the line. You supported me in seats that are similar to mine. People lost their seat. You were there for me, and I don't believe I could have done that without you.
You know what? I can't believe I thought that would happen only in the country I was born, but uh, if they are buying, I mean, physically buying, paying money for their votes, in here, well, there is a community type of, you know, I heard the expression Muslim votes. You know, I truly don't understand because around me, I have lots of friends, lots of Muslim friends, which we don't, all of them look like very good patriots of but it's said that the British-born, as we say, indigenous person is ready to give up some traditional stuff. And speak like this. The boy got killed outside the mosque using that kind of stuff on the election again. I don't, guys, I'm very sorry, but it was very interesting. I have to say, I never go to politics. It's not my business at all. But I wish all good to this country, and I love the English people. I mean, I love all British people. I love them. I'm very grateful for them. To me, somebody was born in different country. They give me a chance for the better life, for security, whatever war I never had back home, and don't know, I'll do everything with my British brothers and sisters. Does not matter difficulties may go this country, but I will be always on the bright side of the. I will try to stay on the bright side of the history. I mean, if I say correct. Sorry for my English, by the way. All right, let's carry on.
Now, I know that people are angry about what's happening in the Middle East, and I said live on TV, and I say to this day, if me resigning as an MP now would bring a ceasefire, I would do it. I would do it. If I could affect change, the only thing I've done, and Waj knows this, I got 3 British doctors out last week from Rafah who were stuck there. I worked hard day and night to get them out. They were stuck there because they've been helping. And I'm now working on getting aid in again because those doctors told me they went in with 10 suitcases and that lasts a week. Now they've been restricted to 2 suitcases. That won't last, that's nowhere near enough. So I promise you, the Labour Party, including myself, is doing everything we can because nobody wants to see. And nobody wants.
Oh, guys, what she's doing. Wow, look now. We all see that the divisions are both sides on a highest level of, like you can see yesterday was a clashes in America. I probably usually what happens in America then happens in Britannia very quickly. And I have to say we are about and what's this? I don't give a damn which politician from which party. If somebody using kind of rhetoric to get a vote, sitting up, making type of another side is a bastards, enemies of everything, which is they exactly is the same. They both of the parties are equally supporting Israel and equally supporting, I mean, the general line, or how we call, yeah? So, but, wow.
Wants to see what's happening, and only last week the Labour Party were supporting the ICC. The Conservatives didn't support the ICC. So with this general election on that issue, we can't affect anything when we're not in government. And I'll be honest with you, if Labour get into government, we are limited. I will be honest, I'm not going to promise you, because Biden, who's the US, who has way more influence.
I cannot believe. Look at this. What is it? What got Biden something to do? Don't you understand till now? Then the Biden told the Netanyahu to stop it. But Netanyahu said, I don't give a damn. Why you make it? Don't you understand, lady, with your speech, these people, without you, hate all American and British. But you making more. Don't you? Maybe I'm a foreigner, understand more this than you guys from your, you cannot see. But I promise, it's like this. You know, you agree. How does it looks like now? They thought without you, yeah, that the US, UK, Europe, this is are aggressors attacking everybody, you know? And you just told him yes, you know? So there was hate us, the Western civilization, without you. And you proving that, you just tell, you just put in I would say, you just put petrol inside the fire, yeah? And tomorrow, if some clashes will be in the city where you are, yeah, remember, it will be down to you. I'm sorry, but it's like this. You are a politician and you should, I think every politician should feel the, how to say, right, my English is, sorry, is not the rich enough to, I mean, you have to feel what happens, whatever you say, how is gonna react, not tomorrow, after 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Yeah, this is why you are politician. This is why you should be doing. If you don't understand this, then why are you in a politics at all? I don't think. Please, if somebody don't agree with me, oh, please write, yeah. I really want to know this. I truly want to know this. I'm repeating, don't give a damn who's gonna win. In reality, no, I don't. I wish the best for the Britain, but because it's not for me to decide, right? This is what I want to say. No, I give a damn. Of course, I love this place. I have a daughter, 11 years old, 12 soon, you know, and is affect. She was born here, and is affecting directly her. She's like these people around this lady now sitting probably was not even born here. But my daughter, she's born here, yeah, right? And she has to live in Britain, which is based on the Christian values, because bloody hell, King is a Christian. This is a Christian country. I'm sorry, but why the Saudi Arabia, those Muslim countries, they don't do exactly the same back? And what is it that we have to do? Why? Please write that as well in the comments.
It's only got limited influence in that. And Qatar, Saudi Arabia, all of these people, we are all working to stop what's happening at the moment. We want to see that. So I promise you that's what we want to see. And if Labour get into power, we will recognise Palestine. I will push not only to recognise, but there is nothing to recognise at the moment, sadly. It's decimated. We have to rebuild Palestine. We have to rebuild Gaza. That takes more than just recognising it. It takes resources. It takes infrastructure. It takes expertise.
Sorry, what she's saying? She's making a blame on Britain. What she said this. So we have to rebuild something. Why did we bomb that? Did our soldiers are there? Why you taking the blame? Sorry, I don't. Who? Who?
We need teachers, we need civil servants, we need all of the infrastructure. That's a big job. And I will push Labour to do our part in that with the international community. I've already spoke to ambassadors and people that that's what Labour will do. So I promise you I'll do everything we can. But I won't say things that I can't do. I cannot bring about a ceasefire. I am really sorry about that. But that is a failure of the international community. Yeah? I wish I could do that. It is not in my gift. You know, I pray that we can get that sorted as quickly as possible because thousands of people, innocent people, children, are dying, and that has an impact on all of us. So I want
She's
to
a Christian or
say that to
Muslim?
you.
No, probably
As Waj
Christian.
said,
She would not be sitting
since I've
dressed
been the
like this.
MP for here, I've fought really hard to get investment in here. You know, you've got, in St Peter's here, you've got the youth club, you've got Carl and all them. I supported their funding for that. I put that application in, so that funding came into this area. The money that came for the town centre, that money came because the Tories thought they'd get rid of me, so they bunged money in because they were going to target my seat. So indirectly, that money came in because the Tories thought that they could target my seat because I had such a low majority last time. But if I'm in a Labour government, I've already said that the Tories stole money from areas like here. Rishi Sunak said that he took money from the most deprived areas and moved it to areas like Tunbridge Wells. He said that, it's on YouTube. He took money from here and our kids.
The first thing I noticed about that video is the lack of women, number one. Number two, how scary is that? That a senior member, I mean, one of the most senior members of the Labour Party is begging a group of Muslim men for their vote. This is a time that is very, very scary for all of us and the future generations. I mean,
To say is, I agree, it's very, very super scary, but I don't know if the same the conservatives are doing too. They must have the areas where they got the Muslim population. They speak with them, right? So I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not the political, so we need to put on both sides. Look, because this is the elections now, where everybody's blaming each other, but in reality, from my view, they don't really make they are not that different from each other.
I mean, just take a second to understand what we've just watched. If we get into power, we will acknowledge Palestine. Basically, giving all of the extremist hate preachers and marches and everything that we've seen legitimacy, everything that they're doing. Imagine what would happen to the UK if Labour got in power. Very, very scary. But the fact that she has to go and beg because the Muslim community are using their Muslim vote, which predominantly always went to Labour, as to why Labour stayed in power in certain areas.
And Danny is not saying one thing, yeah. Yeah, I agree with him when he says there was no women. But in reality it's different, you know. Each of them go about I don't know, 2, 3, 4 wives, right? And they decide for everybody. I mean, for all of them. They sit at home, but when it's a marches, look on the march, yeah, Palestinian march. How many same dressed women groups walking? This is I want to tell you, this is women, wives of the one person. Just from now on the march, please keep an eye, and you'll see how many groups you will see. And all these women go no rights, no rights. They live in United Kingdom, and they go no rights, you know. And I think the British government should not be sitting like only with the men. I think they should demand women too, and they speak. I don't. Actually, then they know 100% the women go no right. Their men never gonna ask. They're going is gonna tell them to vote. And well, the politicians probably know this. That's why they're speaking, but without realizing how much they're risking. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Danny, for that, man. Thank you.
They're now actually, the Muslim vote is deciding to put independence into places, Bradford, Oldham, places like that, and it's all reaching down into the Birmingham areas, Blackburn. You have to understand what this means, because I don't think Labour realise that it's too late for them. I think the Muslim community and the Muslim vote are realising very quickly that if they go independent, they can have their own people sat around the table rather than listening to a woman sat there in a red dress, probably quite worried, really, because that room was full of men. There was no women. Where are the women? Because the women aren't allowed to be at meetings like that. It's against the rules in the Muslim community. Now, listen, this isn't about being anti-Muslim or being about anything like that. What this is about is understanding that the whole spectrum of our political system will change, and it will change very, very soon. Years ago, when I started getting involved and I started organising events up and down the country for Tommy and some for others, people like Nigel Farage charged us with a brush, especially Tommy. We were hooligans, we were far right, we were not to be listened to, we were to be censored. And everything that we said, and predominantly what Tommy said, is now coming out the mouths of those people like Nigel Farage. Today, Nigel Farage stood on a stage and said the things about Dover. I think he's right. I think we're at a point now where we have to do what is necessary to stop the boats, because we won't see the pain and suffering of our children and their children.
I want to say a few things about Tommy Robinson, right? Look, I don't know who he was before. I only live here 20 years. I've got no idea. I heard all different stories about him. Some of the people was telling me he's cool. Some of the people was telling me he's racist. And today, Tommy Robinson is one. I just want to compare to every one of you, myself. You know, when we were the young, like 20, like before 25 probably era, we all did some stupid, like a radical move, stupid, like, you know, when you think he's a super brave man in the world, and he said that. But after the years, we all of us, we reevaluate our life. You know, we made the families, we got kids, we changed, all of us. And you, those people who only like to be hypocritically like to others, yeah. No, guys, you is well done. So silly mistakes, or you said something, or you felt badly, or you wish somebody bad. We all did that before, right? But let's judge people. Who are they today? Yeah. And today's Tommy Robinson, I only start following for the last, no, the last 2, 3 months. And for me, whatever I'm listening, it sounds not bad. I mean, because the same thing I can hear the in the streets of London from the other my friends. Yeah, this is why I don't. Maybe I'm mistaken again. Yeah, I don't know much, but from my view, from the last 3, 4 months, I followed him to see what he was doing because it was a court case. I was interested. What happened? Right. All right. Let's listen. Mr. Danny was gonna say. By the way, it's quite cool, interesting, right? Let we need to think. All of us, we need to think. Yeah, because the country is such a thing. Yeah, it affects your tomorrows, your kids. It may not affect directly tomorrow stuff, but after 10, 20 years, what the seeds you put today, they will flower maybe 20 years, 10 years. Some of them maybe straight away. This is why the politicians should think long distance, long run. Okay.
Because we'll be old, we won't really be able to do much. And that's why it's so important that what Tommy's trying to do is bring a collective group of individuals together to a battle plan, to get something in place, to bring people together, to be able to back a political party, because the working class do not vote. They don't. And I don't blame them. I do not. Who would you vote for? Okay, reform is probably at the top of the list at the moment. But before reform, there was no.
Danny, I'm going to tell you, you guys are cool, but I know what you mean when you say Tommy is gonna bring people to battlefield. Yeah, look, the Tommy had anyway the uh, cliche from the people, radical far, this, that. I think, guys, yeah, I know you mean political movements and the stuff, this, that. But when you say, please quote that after, so politically, on political battlefield, it brings the people united, you know, because people is gonna cut this and they use it against you. I just don't want that to happen because I know what do you mean about it. Huh? Because I've listened Tommy and I know what do you mean by this.
Option. We have to be careful of Richard Tice. There's certain things that I've seen about Richard Tice going back the last few years about the vaccines and stuff. Can it change? Can his opinion change? Yeah, I believe people can change their opinions. Maybe he got it wrong. People get things wrong. God, I know I've got things wrong in the past. So I just wanted to highlight the importance of what's coming up, because we cannot sit back and hope that reform get in and hope that Labour doesn't get in. We have to do something to help make sure that
Who's the
Labour
reform?
never
Do we know?
get
Do
the
we know
keys
them?
to Downing Street.
Another thing.
And one of the things.
One second. Sorry. Right. What we know about the reform? I mean, there's somebody who's watching maybe YouTube, they may know, yeah. But in reality, the normal average, any Kate, Bob, average man, yeah. What they know? They know about 2, 3 people, right? No more, not much, you know. They know they against the tourist mistakes. Mentality, only difference between them is a immigration issue. The rest they agree with everything. This is why I don't think reform got the chance, because they had no enough time to show the people their candidates. There is a really, we truly, two or three, right? We know. One mayor of the, one who was trying to get elected for mayor. I forget the name, the man, the Tory left. I think two Tories left. And the man who actually the top of the reform. And personally, I know Steve, great man, respect. Speaker's Corner, Steve is somebody, yeah, is famous by this name. Very good man, very good view. I like the way he thinks. I like what he wants for how he wants to his country look, you know. So this is what I wanna say. We don't know them, right? The four people is not enough, and the 1 month is not enough time as well to, like you all of you go the not much time to advertise yourself. The TV is not gonna allow you. No one is gonna give you so much time. And okay, Maya Tusi and a few TikTokers, Danny, well, it's 500,000, all right, 2 million people. How many millions are in the United Kingdom, guys? I wish United Kingdom very best. Nobody likes these boats, nobody, and they have to stop. They have to stop. The government has to come up with some plan. But a serious plan which will work, and then you don't need to another 3 years of courts and the courts and courts to approve Uganda. If you guys make a decision, that's a serious decision. It should be, I mean, the king should be deciding by this time, I think. He should not, he's a type of, it's unreal, guys. We don't know, yeah? Truly, we don't know what kind of people are coming. They don't have ID. They don't have no passport. They're just telling you, we know whatever they told you, right? How many Hamas members can be there? How many Hezbollah members can be in United Kingdom? God knows. When we see these aggressive guys in marches, yeah, no, they are not. We think they are, but they are not. They are actually the normal guys who really feel that. No, those guys are waiting a prob. If they are here, yeah, they are very, very quiet, down to earth. Some of them have been working in a kebab shop, something, what I mean? Just waiting a moment to act. This was a ex-Soviet Union KGB methods. That's how they was sending used to in here in the United Kingdom, West, all Europe, America. That's how they was sending their agents. There is lots of Russian films about it, and there is a lot of Russian films where they was teaching those Middle East countries, whoever the Soviet Union friend was. They was teaching, there was their teachers, their spets, secret services. Do you know what I mean? So this is their tactic. If they send in people, these people will be very quiet, like the members of the public. Some of them could be a teacher, some of them local shop, some of them taxi driver. This is how they infiltrate. This is how the Soviet Union. I don't know. I think I need to find some couple of films and translate for you guys to watch to make you understand how these people can infiltrate their agents. Sorry for my long speech.
That we can do is start coming out. Some people are saying, well, You going down on Saturday is going to change nothing. Well, actually, it will. What it will change the opinion of millions of people that will see those pictures, see those people, see a collective group of British civilians that are coming together that will fight for the right thing. And we'll do that as a collective group. And that's what Saturday's about. What Tommy does with the documentaries,
Unity is important.
if Tommy was left with,
is important, very important.
he would have won all sorts of awards
Not
for these
only
documentaries.
this case.
The Rape of Britain.
In general.
This new one that's coming out.
We live
I've seen
in such a days.
snippets of it. And it's incredible. And without Tommy showing us these type of things, God knows where we would be. God knows where the grooming topic would be if it wasn't for him. Because you look up and down the country, the police forces that have been putting their heads in the sand, and it's been proven even in court that they feared to do anything because of the fear of being labelled. And now look at the pain and suffering that's happened to these young girls around the country. It is insane. Labour must never get the keys to Downing Street. Our country would turn into a cesspit of hate, anti-British, anti-English propaganda, and it would happen throughout, and it would happen so quickly. The other thing that we need to remember is that the Muslim community, there are good elements to the Muslim community. You cannot tarnish every Muslim with the same brush. But the fact that they do not stand up and talk about their own and point at the problems in their own community, you had your chance to point at the problems. You didn't.
This is a very important, guys. This is to my Muslim brothers. I love you guys. I never would. When I see you guys, I don't look at all your religion. Who are you? I mean, who you believe? Yeah. I just see in you a person, or good or bad, right? So if you're good, I love you. If you're bad, I avoid you. But if you see within you a bad, don't let the non-Muslims deal with that, because it's gonna be a big problem, right? You do it yourself within to get rid of those, like hot-headed, radical people. Little bit low down the temperature. I think this is very important. There was a great years of the Great Britain, and will be, where all the people, all the different religions live in a peace. Look, this country give to everybody a freedom of their religions. But we need to live in a peace too with, we can't, because something happening in the Middle East, we cannot bring to our streets that in that level, so the people start hating each other. It's unreal. Tell me one thing, yeah? If some Jew was born in this country, what is gonna something to do in here? You did not like, guys, isn't it, when the 9/11 happened, and a lots of people just was saying, "Oh, Muslims are terrorists," right? You didn't like, and and you was right with this, but you are doing the same now. By antagonize all the Jews and everything Jewish in London. Why the Jewish kids should be going to the school with the securities? Tell me why, guys. Has to stop. This has to stop.
Even today, it seems, and it partly, I believe, in their religion, it's sort of, you can't go against Muslims each together. Again, this is not about Muslim hate. This is about the reality of where we are. The Muslim community come out and vote. They're starting to have their independent candidates put into different cities throughout the United Kingdom. Give it 5 years, we will be in a situation that we cannot reverse. So I just wanted to really highlight the seriousness of the dangers of Labour. And if you've never voted before and you feel like you want to do your part, then you need to vote. The working class needs to take control of its country. And that comes on the side of being part of a movement, a collective group, a crowd that comes down to central London. People say, why London? Because London is the epicenter of the issues. It is. Everything comes out from London. I understand there are problems in Manchester, Birmingham. I get that. I've been there. We've done demos. We did a demo in Oldham. We saw firsthand how bad it can get very quickly. So that was just a couple of videos. It was a comical side to it, but also very, very serious side to it. And I hope that we wake up and we wake up quickly because we are running out of time. Saturday will be, I hope, will be the start of the battle plan to move things forward, to actually change something.
Battle plan.
But you can only do that if you're part of it. I know there's so many people coming, and I thank you. I know that there's people working tirelessly
You need to
behind the
learn how
scenes
to
get this event to what it needs to be.
If you
So
want
yeah,
the people to follow you.
that's my part for this evening. I will be on with Richard Inman.
And you guys are really great. And you can see from the outside how much you love your country. I can see that in this, yeah. But you are very likable guy, bro. Honestly, you go catchy voice. I mean, bro, you know, you go good example of the man, family man, you know, Christian. I mean, people would follow you, but you need to learn, brother. I think uh, catch the right words. Yeah. When you say again battlefield, it looks like you know, fight. Yeah. And people avoid that today in 21st century, and they're not that passionate as you are, unfortunately. Yeah. So you know, when it would be nice if you say always politically political battlefield. We will defeat them. I mean, you know, on the political battlefield. We need to win this country back, and then stuff like this. I think. But who I am to teach you? But that was my advice, bro.
I'm going to do a live stream every day this week
With respect.
to highlight certain aspects. Tonight was about Labour. Tomorrow will be another subject matter that I find is going to be very important. But talk, I know I keep going from different subjects a little bit, but talk to your family, talk to your friends about voting, and don't vote. I don't even want you to vote for Tory. I think it's time that we understand that we don't really have a choice. It has to be reform. I know that Tommy has his things about reform, and I understand that, Richard Tice, but I think we're at a point in our lives where we have to give it all to someone, and the only person that has a real chance and is saying the right type of things is reform. I think we need to deal with Dover. I think we need to do something in Dover. We need them to be worried about us, about the English, about the British, about the working class, because at the moment they do not fear us, and that is a shame. And when your enemy doesn't fear you, you are able to put things. I mean, it's the same with the COVID.
Okay, guys. I think it's enough of this information. I think we watched two videos. It was a quite important video, to be honest. It was something to think. You guys understand the narrative. You guys understand? I mean, where he was going, yeah? And everyone's gonna make his choice. Yeah, everybody loves Great Britain. He is really great with a great culture and a great people, you know. And he's unbelievable. I don't understand how come if you born was born here. And I met few people who said, I don't like this country, I don't love. I just don't understand. To be honest, yeah. Look, when you're born in such a country which is first in sport, first in money, I mean, economy, first everywhere, is in a top club. Imagine how much proud it gives you. This- You will never understand if probably you have to, if you're born in the little bit, for example, the countries like ex-Soviet Union or outside Europe, right? Look, guys, all of us was watching to your side and saying, "Wow, how cool up there!" And that this is most of the people's thought. When I see that somebody was born here and they says about how he don't like the or history or the Britain or even some say bring that this country is racist. Hey, wake up, guys! How come this country is a racist? Look who we have a prime. Look who we have a mayor of the city. How come? Yeah, enough is enough. You cannot just look around to other countries and just compare it after you realize how good country you live. When today you don't like the police, guys, look the other country police and they compare to British police. These guys are angels. I love them. British police is the greatest police in the world. These guys don't wear even guns. Who carry? Do you understand that? There is only in Europe more or less all right. Outside the police just shooting people off. We're very lucky with this police. We have to say thank you to the fathers of the Great Britain who live to our generation, such a great country to live. And this is our responsibility to leave the same great country to our children, right? And then they will take that on themselves. That's a lie. So, this, I want to thank you, all of you. Bye for now. I'm Georgia and George. Whoever did not subscribe yet, please subscribe. We will have a good conversations, like at most evenings. That will be your choice, guys. If you wanna, we'll do every day. Bye for now. God bless the United Kingdom and God bless the King.